My name is Matthew Stromer, and I am a filmmaker, actor, and visual artist. I first met Will in 2018. I was bartending. He came in with a group of friends. Some of those friends were regulars at this bar. At some point, I struck up a conversation with Will, and we got onto the subject of who our favorite filmmakers were. I mentioned Paul Thomas Anderson, but I referred to him as PTA, and that got Will very excited. His face lit up, and then after that, the conversation was smooth sailing. I would say we were good friends. It's interesting because I feel that the word friend, the term friend, or the definition of a friend has changed drastically since the advent of social media. You have close friends, best friends, friends, acquaintances. I'll just say that if I say someone is my best friend, there's going to be rules that apply to a best friend. You're going to be there for them when they need you. You're going to support them. We didn't have a romantic relationship, maybe so in cinema, but certainly not, I wasn't attracted to him or anything. I don't think he was attracted to me. So during this time of getting to know Will, he's making music videos for his brother, developing screenplays. He's making short films. He makes Guzia, ERAM. He makes Parasite, I'm not sure how you say that. Malady, I'm not quite sure how you say that. Facial, Goodbye Janet. He's developing really intricate and intelligent short films to bring himself to a point where he can make his big statement in a full-length feature film with a significantly higher budget. So at some point in the beginning of 2021, DePaul University's MFA program, in conjunction with the Davis Theater, an iconic theater in Chicago, they're going to have this film festival and show off 6 of Will's short films, so he can ultimately get to his goal, and at the same time helping out other people that are involved in his projects, from the director of photography. The writer that he collaborates with a lot is a very famous writer you might know, Wesley Orlowski. So September 14th, 2021, we're in the midst of slowly coming out of the pandemic, of course, COVID. It's this period where you're seeing less people wear masks, but the majority of people are wearing masks. To be honest with you, I'm actually very surprised that this event was going to happen. There were a lot of people there. What a testament to you, Will, that all these people are gonna come together despite their fears and support you. So I was invited, and I asked Will if, hey, would you mind if I shot a little bit of video, took some pictures, not only for myself, but maybe, you might want to use that footage in a documentary about you in the future, or just to have something for yourself, because he's got so many things going on, he can't film it himself, but maybe he would want something, to have for this special evening, because I knew it was special. And then it happened. You've got the Chicago Theater, and that's being run by this guy named Jack Richardson. And then you have DePaul University's MFA program, and then you have all of Will's peers and friends and family.
So thank you all for coming. This is honestly incredible. I don't want to say too much. There's just a few things I got to say. First of all, a big thank you to DePaul University for not only accepting me as an MFA student, but ushering all of these projects along. They were very kind, and DePaul's the best. So let's hear it for DePaul.
So about the time of the 3rd movie starting of the 6, I go out into the hallway so I can get a static shot of when people come out of the theater at the end. And I'm setting up the tripod, and just before I'm about to walk away, this guy walks out. He left. So this was like a friend of Will's. Just walked out. I know I've got some footage of Jack Richardson, the manager of the Davis, asking Will before the festival starts, hey, do you want me to leave the concession stand open?
Either way, just if you want concessions open through the show, it's fine by me. I just want to check in with you.
Okay. I get your call.
Okay.
That was probably one of the biggest mistakes Will could have made, because had he said, no, keep it closed, then as soon as I saw that guy walking out, I could have done something. Because at first I assumed he was going to go to the snack bar because it was open. The guy just walked out. There was 6 movies that are going to be shown. He walks out during the third movie. Just walks out. And I think when he walked down, he actually spit on the doors of the Davis, because later on in the evening, I didn't get footage of this, later on in the evening, Jack, the manager, is running around with a towel, like, I gotta clean it up, I gotta clean it up, or I gotta clean it up. He's got a deep voice, I gotta clean it up, I gotta clean it up. You're bearing your soul and exposing your inner thoughts with your films, your craft, and a close friend of yours decides to walk out. He's so insecure, and he doesn't need to be. I don't believe he's a narcissist, but we all are, especially artists. All right, anything you want to say?
I want to say I'm very nervous and very grateful. So let's hope for a good night. I'm ready. I love you, Matt.
You only say I love you to someone if you're in a intimate relationship with them, their family, or they're a best friend. I haven't talked to him since that night. And as we all know, as the filmmaking community knows, he broke down and gave up. And the reason why I'm making this is that he can see the footage. He thought I walked out. Okay? I mean, that's the issue here, in case you're wondering. He thought I walked out. But I would never walk out on him. I would never walk away from seeing his films. I was doing camera work for him. I told him I was going to do that. I walked out to set up a shot, and then I was going to go back in. This other guy walks out. I was his best friend. He said he loved me.
I love you, Matt.
So I'm trying to set the record straight here. Hey, I didn't walk out, Will. I didn't walk out. Look at the footage and find out who the guy is in black and ask yourself, who's that? Was he a friend? Was he a best friend? Was he an acquaintance? Was he a friend? I don't know.
I love you, Matt.
Last I heard, he's in Tempe, I don't know how you say it, Arizona. District manager for a Goodwill chain. Yeah, he calls me, I'll talk to him. Of course I will. He's a great guy. I love him. He's my best friend. No, well, I wouldn't say he's my best friend. He's probably marginal friend, marginal, I don't know how you say it. Above acquaintance, below friend, and definitely below best, well, in between friend and best friend, but definitely above acquaintance, something like that. Now, if he wants to call me and we can make amends, and I'm willing to go up a couple notches, but he's got to at least meet me at high caliber best friend or high caliber friend. And then I'll be his best friend, and then he can be my best friend, and then we can talk every day, or talk every other day. And get back to the basics of talking about what we love and our passions are, and then maybe that'll light a fire under his keister, and then he can go back to making films.